Hello and welcome to this week's Warriors HQ. Coming up, the players get into the Halloween spirit with a fancy dress gym session. Sam Johnson and Nick Grigg visit Benchmarks in Glasgow as they star in a sponsor video. Sterling Furniture come to Scotstoun as they become an official club sponsor and tell us more about their Chair of Champions competition. And our full-length interview with Nick Grigg as he extends his time in Glasgow by a further 2 years.
I think with Glasgow Warriors being such an integral part of the Glasgow community, and we have a store here in Glasgow and also throughout the rest of the country, and we think it's such a great organisation for us to partner with. The Sterling Chair of Champions is going to be a real bit of fun on the match day, so you'll be able to enter the competition, and if you're lucky enough to win, you'll enjoy the match with a fantastic view of the stadium. You'll be sitting on one of our luxurious leather recliners, serve beer and pizza throughout the game, so we think that'll be a pretty good way to watch the Warriors. So Sterling's been about for over 40 years. We have our flagship store in Tillacucci. It's the biggest furniture store in the country. We have 9 stores in total, one in Glasgow and London Road, and others around the country. So we've been in the furniture trade for a long time. We've now branched out into home accessories and bathrooms and all other kinds of everything for your home, really. So we are the home of inspiration.
Nick, I didn't know what to congratulate you on first, but we'll start with the Scotland call-up. How excited are you to play for Scotland in Scotland?
Yeah, very excited. Got the email, I think it was yesterday, and straight away kind of told my parents and that, and they were over the moon for me, and just the thinking about playing against the All Blacks, like if I got that opportunity it would be amazing, so that was kind of my goal leading up to the end of this year. So I mean, if that happens it would be amazing, but either way I'm stoked as to be involved.
That's going to be my next question. You must have grown up watching the All Blacks. How would it be lining up, like watching the haka? How would that make you feel?
I'd be pretty emotional because obviously, growing up and performed hakas myself in my school days and in rugby matches. So it would be, I guess daunting, but I guess I'm used to it, and I'd embrace the challenge sort of thing. And I know it would be a really tough game, but I'd give it all my all sort of thing. Yeah.
We've spoken about how you ended up here, and it was sending a YouTube video. When that got sent, did you ever think that, because it's not too far down the line now, that you'd be playing international rugby?
No, yeah. Well, it's just, it's kind of like a dreams come real sort of thing. But I've worked hard, and it's the boys and the coaching staff around me sort of thing have helped me progress to where I am now. So it's been an awesome experience. The journey getting to here as well. I didn't expect it to happen, but it's just kind of blown up in a couple of years. So
it's quite a strong Kiwi contingent here, a few players, but of course Dave. How have you found working under him in his first season?
Yeah, awesome, I never met him before he came in, sort of thing. So I wasn't too sure what it was going to be like. Jace, I actually got coached by his brother Grant at Petone with my first year that I was there. So I knew a bit about Jace, and like now that I've gotten to know them, and like we've been performing really well under them, and their coaching is it's awesome. I'm enjoying the environment and what they're bringing to the team.
Is there like a Kiwi atmosphere, like the whole sit around after a win and having to sing song on the guitar? Is that something he's brought over?
Yeah, that's awesome sort of aspect that he's brought over. There's only a few of us that can kind of play the guitar at the moment, but we're trying to encourage people to pick it up and see if they can learn a song so that everyone get into it. But a whole circle of all of us just win or lose sort of thing, sitting around a circle, bonding and singing at the top of our lungs is good. And Dave's a bit of a jukebox on the guitar. You just say, "Oh, can you play this song?" and he just kind of sits there for a couple of seconds and then works it out. It's good fun.
So is it that sort of atmosphere and that family atmosphere that meant that you signed another 2-year contract, which is my next congratulations?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of players that have leaving speeches at the end of the year and say, like, I've never sort of experienced like a team environment or atmosphere like the one at Glasgow, and you kind of sit there and you think about it, and you realise that it's actually true. And a lot of players leave and they realise that it's a bit of a mistake, and that I don't know, just the banter and the fun that we have here and the hard work that goes into it kind of makes it a special sort of environment.
You said it's kind of been a dream come true. Does the fact that it's gone so quickly for you, from coming over here, playing for Stirling, playing for the Warriors, and now playing for Scotland, do you feel that you owe the club something because that's where it all happened for you and it happened so quick? Yeah,
well, I feel like I've got that connection. Like when I was back home playing for Petone, it's kind of like it's your home club team sort of thing. So whenever you go out, you have that inspiration to kind of put everything out there for the team and the community sort of thing. And I've got that feeling now with Glasgow as well. After the last few years, when I run out there, you get that buzz every time the crowd's chanting and that, and it kind of feels like a home, like a second home, and that kind of pushes you to try even harder. So
you kind of cemented your place as in and around that first team over the last 12 months. How's that been for your confidence, and what is it like running out at Scotstoun? Yeah,
it's really good for the confidence, I guess, knowing that the coaches and the players kind of like back you and trust your abilities. It does give you a lot of confidence when you run out onto the field to play those games. The feeling when you run out, like there's always nerves. Like even if you say you don't have nerves, you can kind of feel it in your gut when you run out, sort of thing. But it's good nerves. So once the first whistle blows, and as long as that first instant sort of thing, you make a good tackle, or you make a good a line break or run through someone sort of thing, it kind of spurs you on from the crowds, and when the crowd's chanting to do another sort of good thing for the team. So yeah.
Well, you're one of few people who has your own chant. We've got a special song when you score a try, and it seems to be. There is always one time in a game when you will send someone backwards in the tackle, or you will break the line. Is there a certain aspect of your game that you think is kind of that shines, that is better than any other?
I don't know. I guess I'm used a lot as like a kind of a running option off set piece plays and stuff, so I enjoy that. But I've got a lot to work on as well. Kind of like getting my skills even better while I'm on the run, sort of thing. And kicking game, trying to bring that into it. But yeah, I'd say my running game would be something. Yeah.
Do you have is there a highlight of your time here so far? Is there one game that really stands out? That was my favourite.
One game that stands out, probably that the Leicester Tigers game when I think I was 24th man, and then I think I was 24th man, and someone got sick or someone was sick in the warm-up and they couldn't go through it, so I was on the bench, and then I think it was Sam ended up starting, and then he unfortunately went down like in the first, I think it was 20 minutes on, so I jumped on sort of thing, and I was like, I wasn't really that prepared, to be honest, but we ended up smashing them, and just the atmosphere of the crowd that night when we knew that we were on top of the Tigers and we knew that we were going to win this game sort of thing, that was pretty awesome. And then also, I guess, the getting into the quarterfinals of Europe was a good experience as well.
There are some players in the squad who have lifted a trophy, the Pro 12 a few years ago.
Yeah.
Is that a goal that you've set? Is that something you've thought about in the next 2 years of this contract that I've signed? I want to achieve this, this, or this.
Yeah, I'd love to get that trophy, because I guess I haven't really ever won something sort of that big in a team environment, where I've got a big sort of championship trophy or a ring or anything like that. I've never got that, and it's not just winning; it's also being part of that team the whole way through, building up to that final game. And I think that would be awesome to experience that. Yeah.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind. Not a yes sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number. I was lightning before the thunder.
Thunder, 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 thunder,
thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder, thunder, thunder. Kids were laughing in my classes while I was scheming for the masses. Who do you think you are? Dreaming about being a big star. They say you're basic, they say you're easy. You're always riding in the backseat. Now I'm smiling from the stage while you were clapping in the nosebleeds.
thunder, 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 thunder.
He did the Monster Mash.
That's all for this week. Be sure to join us next Thursday at 5 for another Warriors HQ. Until then, don't have nightmares.